It is really warm and a little bit humid out there, and it's going to stay that way right through the evening with plenty of sunshine. Overnight tonight, as everybody switches winds around to the northwest, we'll cool things down. A clear sky, a low of 59 Sioux Falls, 57 Aberdeen, 58 in Pierre, 56 in Rapid City. Then tomorrow, with the winds switched around to the northwest, it's going to be much cooler, even though it'll be a sunny day. 77 Sioux Falls, 76 Aberdeen, 88 in Pierre, 87 degrees in Rapid City. We got the heat coming, especially this weekend into early next week. We're going to talk about that in just a bit. KELOLAND News starts now.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group, KELOLAND News first at 4.
We look at the South Dakota connection to a murder investigation in West Fargo, North Dakota.
Plus, a local organization is announcing plans to bring more affordable housing to the city.
And later, fall hasn't even started, but high school football is about to start. We look ahead to the season coming up. Good afternoon, and thanks for tuning in to First at 4. I'm Dan Centella.
And I'm Kelly Volk. A former Watertown native has been charged with murder in North Dakota for the death of his wife. 31-year-old Spencer Moen is also charged with contributing to the deprivation of a minor. He was arrested last week at his home in West Fargo after police found a woman's body.
Court documents say Moen told officers that his wife, Sonia, fell asleep in the bathtub and was unresponsive and cold to the touch when he woke up. After taking the kids to daycare, he called 911. Moen told police that he and his wife had gotten into a fight the night before. He told investigators that Sonia fell on some steps in the garage, causing bruising on her face.
Court papers say Moen also admitted to police he punched his wife in the face. An autopsy determined that she died from blunt force trauma to her head. She has had at least one fractured rib. A GoFundMe page has been set up to support the family of Sonia Moen. They say donations will be used for funeral and legal expenses and caring for her children. The South Dakota Highway Patrol released the name of the person killed in a motorcycle crash near Rapid City on Sunday. 66-year-old Jacqueline Gangelhoff of Whitewood, South Dakota, died at the scene. 78-year-old Paul Gangelhoff had minor injuries. Investigators say their Harley-Davidson trike went off the road for an unknown reason. The trike entered the ditch before launching into the air. Jacqueline, who was the passenger, fell off. Paul, who was the driver, stayed on the motorcycle. The Highway Patrol says neither was wearing a helmet.
Several cattle were killed when a semi rolled over in Brookings County yesterday. The sheriff's office says the semi was hauling cattle along 468th Avenue when it moved to the side of the gravel road to allow a vehicle to pass. Authorities say the wheels caught the edge of the ditch, causing the truck to roll into its side. The semi was hauling 54 head of cattle. 10 were killed. Damage from the crash is estimated at $170,000.
There will soon be another roundabout in Sioux Falls. Work started today at the intersection of West 9th Street and Prairie Avenue to install a traffic circle. The project is expected to be complete later this summer. Drivers are urged to use caution and slow down near the construction area and even consider an alternate route.
The weather was nice out there today, Kelly.
Yeah, it's getting a little hot, though.
I know, and it's only going to get warmer out there.
I know. I think we have like a little bit of relief tomorrow, though, right, Megan?
Yes, we do, Dan and Kelly. Tomorrow should be a nicer day as a lighter northwest wind will help cool us down just a little bit. Right now, sunshine and 89 in Sioux Falls. South winds at around 13 miles an hour. And those winds are going to slowly switch to be from the northwest. And in Rapid City, sunshine 91, north winds at 22 miles an hour, but dealing with some wildfire smoke this afternoon. Here are some of our hottest temperatures since midnight. Rapid City hit 97, Phillip hit 98, Winter at 101, 88 in Yankton, and 91 in Huron. There is a look at those winds. South winds still in southeastern KELOLAND. The rest of the winds are switching to be from the north and west. They are going to stay strong, slowly decreasing as we go into this evening. Right now on satellite, few clouds moving through eastern KELOLAND, but under those clouds, we are not expecting any rain. There is no rain in the forecast until this weekend in western South Dakota. Otherwise, the 7-day forecast remains dry. For tonight, clear skies, that lighter northwest wind, 59 Sioux Falls, 58 in Aberdeen, 58 in Pierre, and 56 in Rapid City. Western South Dakota still dealing with the smoke even into the day tomorrow with that lighter northwest wind. Sunshine, 77 in Sioux Falls, 76 in Aberdeen, 88 in Pierre, and 87 in Rapid City. And then for the day on Friday is when the heat kicks up. We'll take a closer look in just a little bit.
All right, thanks, Megan. The Yankton Sioux Tribe says it applauds North Dakota regulators for denying Summit Carbon Solutions' CO2 pipeline application.
The tribe says the proposed carbon pipeline has not been proven to be environmentally safe. Leaders say while the project doesn't directly go through their lands, a leak could still impact the tribe. The Yankton Sioux also says it stands with the ranchers and farmers who see this pipeline as unjust.
The tribe is requesting that the South Dakota Public Utilities Commission hold the pipeline project until environmental concerns are adequately addressed. The tribe also wants lawmakers to enter a special session to address the issues of the CO2 pipeline. Well, Monday's landmark decision in Montana's youth climate policy case was cause for celebration on Tuesday.
Derek Joseph with our CBS affiliate was at the event.
Dozens of people gathered in Bonner Park for a celebration of the verdict in the Held versus Montana trial, a trial in which Montana's youth fought for the right to a clean planet.
Community supporters and plaintiffs from the Held versus Montana trial had an impromptu celebration for Monday's verdict with cold drinks and short speeches from those involved with the trial. This decision stops the Montana Environmental Policy Act, a recent state law that banned considering climate change when deciding to build new energy projects. Winona Bateman, one of the supporters, was enthusiastic about the Montana youth's involvement in this trial.
I'm so inspired and so grateful, and I know what it cost. You know, it's a big commitment to say you're going to be part of a case like this. It takes a lot of time and energy and emotional work, and I feel inspired. And I feel really strongly that the inspiration and appreciation that I have for the youth needs to translate into action.
The state of Montana is expected to appeal the verdict of this trial, and the plaintiffs and supporters are prepared for that scenario. In Missoula, Derek Joseph, MTN News.
The state of Montana is expected to appeal the verdict of this trial.
The plaintiffs and supporters say they are prepared to go back to court. Iowa now requires that every book available to students should be age appropriate. However, librarians across the state are expressing concern about what this means for some communities.
The Iowa Library Association says in many cities, school districts work closely with public libraries. In at least 7 communities, the only library is the school library. The new law banning certain books in schools makes it unclear how it could impact libraries, which are also public institutions.
In fact, the Library Bill of Rights was written in Des Moines, meaning the state has the potential to set a precedent across the country.
So it's kind of fascinating to be an Iowa librarian because the Library Bill of Rights is known globally. We literally have set the standard for intellectual freedom and access to literature on a global scale. And so for us to just dismantle that would be tragic because this is an incredible legacy to carry forward.
The Iowa Library Association reached out to the state for guidance but has yet to hear back on how to proceed.